anyway that join, look, see, I from, I greet you. Thank you for being part of this wonderful program this afternoon, this morning, this evening, depending on your location. I welcome you very, very well. Well, my people, so many things they go wrong, or so many things they go right. We must continue. Um, I want to beg every Biafran, every genuine Biafra, if you can hear me, if you can listen to me, I beg us, let us ignore every distraction. If we can ignore every form of distraction from anywhere, anyone, anywhere, I want us to remember that we have been there. We have seen it before and we overcome them, and we can always overcome them again and again. So I beg every Biafran to ignore and let them die away. Why you see these miscreants in the social media ranting and making noises, because we are giving them attention. And the earlier we stop giving them attention, the earlier they vanish. They will disappear. I want you to remember that they are not up to those that were hired by China Sanworu and Co. And then today, are they still there? That will tell you that we have to move on. We don't have to sit down and gbala egwusi with ndị na-agba egwusi, ndị nwere oche ndị nwere oche eji anọ na kitchen na-agba egwusi. Let them go on and do that while we move on. If you remember, our prime minister will always tell you that we will always give them topic. So when you give them topic and go back to discuss the same topic you give them, you don't know, you are dragging yourself back. We are their role models. That is why they will discuss us. That is why they copy what we do to discuss. If you finish doing program and these people will take it to analyze, that means they don't know what they're doing. So I am encouraging every Biafran, stop looking at them, ignore them. They are not existing to me. And I've told everybody, don't come and tell me what they said. This one said, this one. No. If they don't call your name, if they don't talk about you, if you don't discuss about what you're doing, that means waiting you they do, the work. So we must try to move on. We don't they move now, so there. So many things they go on, so many things on the pop, so many things on the shoe. I greet everybody where they look me, anywhere you they look me from, or they see me from, or they eye me from. I want make we understand the things where they happen, how it they happen, why it they happen, waiting they happen, waiting they shell. Why the things happening are happening is because they want you to be destroyed. I will start us. We will talk ECOWAS. Don't what is the name? You remember Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. They formed their own alliance, and again last week, Nigeria as the super hitman of ECOWAS and beg them to come back and let them move on. They snuffed them. So and then so many things are going on. Remember, Okuama, after living in Okuama for 1 year, nothing has happened. Even some traditional heads, community heads, people that have been arrested till now, no justice. They have not found them guilty of anything. They have not found them guilty of sponsoring those that attacked the so said alleged military. That they have not been able to arrest the alleged criminals or culprits that attacked or murdered the military in Okuama. But the ugly part of it is that till now that we're talking about, the village head, the community heads, youth leaders are still being held illegally without trial by Christopher Musa of Nigeria. with Tinubu of Nigeria. And our people have easily forgotten Okuama. We don't move on. I want you to remember that what is happening in Onitsha. Last week I talked about it small, small. Let me I put mouth. But today I just want to make we watch and talk about it. And then again, Enugu, after all the videos we have seen, proofs we have seen, evidences we have seen, Peter Mba have come out to tell you through his men that all of them are photoshops. The ones we have seen from what do you call it? From New Year, since this year, they say na Photoshop. Nothing like that happened. That even those women that came out to protest are politically motivated. That there was nothing like that. Nobody was raped or abused. No farm. People are doing their farm. Yeah, are you getting it? And we have seen series of attack by these headers, Funani headers. We have seen them chase people out of their community. We have seen communities burnt down in Enugu, mostly Uzowane. And they are telling you that they are all lies, according to Peter Mba today. And if you talk and condemn it, they will throw you into prison or into dungeon. And nobody will ask, and nobody will know. So quickly, and the Peter Obi, you see, despite all these things that is happening, our people are going through one pain or the other, and this and that. Peter Obi have the gut to go to Onitsha. He summoned the courage to go to Onitsha and they shop food and breakfast with the Amajiris. Quickly, let's start with Onitsha.
Oh, NAFDAC has looted my shop. Oh. NAFDAC has looted my shop. Oh. NAFDAC has looted my shop. Oh. NAFDAC has looted my shop. NAFDAC has looted my shop. NAFDAC has looted my shop. See my shop, 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 and after God return my shop. Oh, this is where I make my money. After God return my shop, all my clothes has gone. 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 What does the boutique got to do with drug? What does boutique got to do with NAFDAC people? Government, government should come to my aid. NAFDAC has looted my shop. Look at NAFDAC has looted my shop. Look at NAFDAC. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh. This is where I make my ends meet. NAFDAC has. Oh God.
Okay. Now, if you watch the video, and you don't understand what happened in the video, I will explain. In Onitsha, they tell you say NAFDAC they go do control to find out if there are fake drugs in Onitsha market, head bridge, where they're selling drugs. So they can't go there. They say make nobody come market. Nobody come market. NAFDAC go open your shop. Whether you did there, you not even whether you did there. They don't need your key to open your shop. They have to unlock your key or cut your key or destroy the door and they go in. And they carry out their operations at night All the operations now for night they carry am. Now, number one thing I want make we understand be say they no test say we test this one na fake drug. We test am. No, na fake. Make you come answer how did you get this? I wan make you understand something o. But normally, if you wan catch people say that they sell fake drug, no be when they dey shop, you go shop by shop, you go shop. If you see this market, you say this drug na fake, you go test am for im front, for im face, for im eye. You go tell am say this one na fake oga. Who give you? How did you get this? Stay aside. You go the other man, but they no do am like that. For night, they break into the shops, they loot everything wey dey for Onitsha market shop. They tell you say all of them, they no get NAFDAC number. They say they no get NAFDAC number. Are you getting the message? And then that one no even do. The people where they sell clothes, the people where they sell perfume, the people where they sell food, the people where they sell shoe, all of them we are looted. And they call and say na looted because na wetin e be. When you say you the control drug, and you can't go the control the people, you go shop. When somebody know they break into the shop, carry the market where somebody get. You know arrest the person where get the illegal market, but you take a market. Who they deceive who? My people, who they deceive who? Make we understand the say, when you hear about economic strangulation, economic jihad, you know to understand that. Economic jihad, economic strangulation. What is his name? Shetima told you that by the time he finish with you, you will understand, say, Igbos, una go drink oil. That oil, he say he go force una drink am. He say he is going to cripple and destroy all una business, Igbo. Una no understand them. Because our own be say, if anything happen, we know the take am serious. We say na lie. We say it no go happen. We go say na doctored voice. We go, does it matter if it's a doctored voice? That thing where them talk for that voice, it never happen. Tell me wetin never happen. They never strangulate your business. They never destroy your economy. And so it go be one day, everywhere, they go to enter you. Do you know why they no one attack Alaba and the Dumota and the Balogu? Do you know why? They attack them small. But do you know why they no fit go burn them down? Say this one. Do you know why? Why is because the revenue they generate there goes for Yoruba land. You don't know. All the Igbo markets in Lagos generates revenue. Abuja generates revenue. Do not come to Igbo land. You no understand them. You never understand them. I want to tell you that Obogu in Onitsha is the biggest market in Africa for Ogu. Biggest market for Africa for Ogu. Now, you see what they have done? Do you know how many people they have rendered useless? Do you know how many billionaires they have rendered empty today? Do you know? You don't know. That is the, when you hear economic strangulation, some people are thinking, yeah, they will go to the bank and they don't have to block your money. They don't have to stop you from taking your money. You go take that your money, invest them for business, they go destroy that business. No be waiting with they see now. No be waiting that happen now. Despite all this happening in our land in Onitsha, despite all these things when they happen, people are mourning, people are crying. Peter Obi, look at Peter Obi. The same Onitsha. Did you see Peter Obi? You see Peter Obi? All of them are waiting with they tell you. Peter Obi in Onitsha enjoying himself with the Amajiris. How many times have you seen Peter Obi in the midst of his own Igbo brethren? How many times you don't see him? Now, question I ask you. All this efulefu, when they cry Peter Obi, they can't save them 2027. Peter Obi is not even there for you. Had he been there, would be anything like 2027. Peter Obi will never. Listen, I keep saying it. Make una they praise God to say Peter Obi no get chance to become Nigeria president in 2023. If say Peter Obi get the chance to become the president in 2023, by now, waiting una they suffer for Tinubu hand, na nothing. Tinubu they learn because Peter Obi for become puppet. Peter Obi for become puppet like this, he turn am, they go they turn am, turn, aeroplane turn, they go they use am anyhow they want, they go they because Peter Obi is just a tool in the hands of the Fulanese. Peter Obi is a big tool in the hands of the Fulanese. Period. Now they happen. You see Peter Obi in the same Onitsha where people they suffer, where people they mourn, they cry, they groan, where Nigeria go and strangulate their businesses and their economy. Peter Obi no consign them. Peter Obi never mourn with them. Peter Obi is there enjoying with those Amajiris to tell you I am the same. When we tell you that all these people no care for you, you know they agree. You know one here. You dey believe say Nigeria go work for you. Nigeria is not going to work. We never work. Nigeria is a country where if you condemn the Fulani attack, Nigeria go carry you, go put you for dungeon. They go arrest you, put you for dungeon. That is the Nigeria we have. And that is why we will never identify with Nigeria in any form, in any way, because Nigeria is not our own, and we have nothing to do with Nigeria, and we will never have anything to do with Nigeria. Like am or no like am. Like am or no like am. That is just the simple truth. Now another one don't happen for here. As you they see the screen, where my this in there. Look here. Secret Police Service, Department of Secret Police Service. Detain Southeastern an Igbo man. Chukwu Obase, since 2021 till now, when me and you dey here, without access to family, even lawyer. Why? Wetin him do? Him condemn Fulani attack. He condemn the thing wey Fulani herders dey do. He condemn Fulanese for attacking the people of our land. They carry am awo, put am inside prison, lock am. Nobody will talk about him. Nobody go see him. Nobody wan ask. That is the country somebody is looking up to, want to belong to, want to. Hey, Chineke bere ya bere. Listen, and I see the Fulefu called the Fanyejo for yesterday. Zuzu, no Zuzu. Simon Ekpa do. Simon Ekpa will always be your end in case you don't even know. He will end you. He has already ended you because you have no tomorrow. Because of your selfish happy ogologo, you want to sell the land. You with Obi Madobugo, you with Papa Ejima, all of you evil men. Alagachumu no so. And una go understand them. Una go understand them. Look at this man. He have family. He have his family. That eye, I'm not even sure if that eye will ever work again. Look at him. That is the place you call evil forest. Not evil country. Evil forest where nothing good ever comes from. Because Nigeria no dey ever produce anything good. If you carry anything good, go put for Nigeria, it go get destroyed. Nigeria is cursed, and the curse is everlasting curse. As long as anything is there, existing as the name called Nigeria, anything existing in the name of that thing called Nigeria, whoa, that thing is cursed and cursed and cursed. You cannot bless it. Even to the point that even if you call God to say, God, come bless this thing, remove, God will go tell you, say, no being put the curse. Because Nigeria is a curse itself. So the only thing to do, divert, to stop, to destroy the curse is by destroying that thing called Nigeria. If you no destroy them, the cause they are the linger, they play, they show. Now, this man since 2021 till today, no be 2025, because he condemned the attack of the Fulanese. Because he condemned the attack of the Fulanese, they say, don't condemn attack on the Fulanese. Don't condemn anything that Fulani people do. Once you do it, you are gone for good. That is Nigeria for you. And I wonder how long we want to take or tolerate or remain in a place like this, a place you know that it is an evil thing. We have seen series of attack from Enugu, from also one, from Ebonyi. We have seen them a handful, uncountable times. We have seen people die. We have seen people buried in mass. Yet, the useless Efulefus come online to tell you that those people you see that died and buried in mass grave are photoshops. They come to tell you that they are photoshops, that you should not mind the pictures. Therefore, if you condemn anything, like say you condemn if you condemn Boko Haram, if you condemn Boko Haram, if you condemn anything, your own is gone. That is why nobody condemns them. That is why they are holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because he condemned these people. Because he tell you, say, these people, they do evil thing. Why are you leaving them? Is it not what he did? He condemned the Fulani men attacking our people. He condemned the Fulani men in the name of Boko Haram, in the name of Lukarawa, in the name of the other one, in the name of the... Is he not? Because he condemned them, they say, come, you do. So this man being an being a victim today, no be today start. There are thousands of our brethren that has been taken into custody of zoo, evil forest, because they say what Funanis are doing in our land is not good. You dare not condemn them. You not go condemn them. And you have people like Peter Obi enjoying the cruise of Funanis, the same people that massacre your people, rape your women, are the same people you prefer to your people. And some people are foolishly saying that he is for you. I've been asking a question long time ago. What have you ever seen Peter Obi do in your favor? One thing. Just one thing. Somebody that have vowed to defend the Funanis with all his life. And you are still hoping he is your own brother. He is giving you your Nigeria. You see, the irony of the whole thing is that there was never a Nigeria. Not to talk of or think of who the Nigeria belonged to. Because if you say there was a country called Nigeria, we should have been debating, this country called Nigeria, is it our own or is it not our own? Are we part of it or are we not part? But the truth, the fact is that there was nothing anyhow, anywhere. It's just a mirage. It's just a political motivated mirage to tell you, say, they get one thing called Nigeria. You are part of it. You have never been part of anything. And that is why your problem will never stop. Look at the little girl, the young school copper that just condemned the what Tinubu is doing. Today, she has been threatened. Her phone number has been taken. She has been intimidated. She has been threatened, even by the NYACC chieftain. They threatened her. We are going to deal with you for speaking against the leadership of Tinubu. And you see the useless Efulefu son called, what is his name? Say, telling you, my father have done this. My father has done that. My father is the best man. Really? If you don't understand what is going on, your own don't finish, and you will finish with these people. Your own don't finish, and you are going to finish with these people. Today, I want to ask a question. Okuama people, where on a day? Delta people, where on a day? Urobo Isoko people, where on a day? Where on a day? After 1 year of rendering you homeless, leveling your community, killing your innocent children and men and women, those that died in the forest, in the swamp, in the animal eating, biting snake or that snake bite, and other animals. What has happened? Nothing. Musa till now has not produced an evidence of leveling down Okama community and forcing them to go to another community on IDP camp. And nobody said anything. I want to ask you a question. For those fools that are saying that Nigeria is all this is not about Islamization, do you have Funanis in Okuama? Is Okuama a community of Funanis? Is it a Funani community? Now, Fulani community, no no be Fulani community, na Igbo people community. It's only when you want to deceive yourself, you allow them to tell you that you are not Igbo. What is the meaning of Okama? You are a fool to say you are not an Igbo. You don't know the meaning of what you are. These people you call Okuama, the answer is the answer Emeka, the answer Okeke, Okori, Okafo, Okonkwo, the answer Chinedu, the answer Ifani. Yet they have been brainwashed and meant to believe, say, una no people. And they agreed. You see? Just to separate you from me, just to make you my enemy, just to make you see that you are not part of me. Leave me to fight alone so that they will easily get at you. But after the war, when they came to Asaba, well, remember they tell you say na Igbo coup, Igbo coup. And we have been telling you it's not about Igbo coup. Una no gree. The Igbo coup, who led them? From that place, Opanam, Igodo. Where in they? What did he do? Even if it is true, say, let's just assume that Zogu truly led the coup. Naim Duam, the Igbo coup. Were you not murdered? Owe buru unu n'ọgụ ejiri ihe gbukasị unu egburu unu gwuo. You people that call on yourself Isoko, Yoruba, the other one, all of una, they pied una in numbers. All of una. Where is Achuze from? Colonel Achuze. Achuze na which language be that? Where is he from? Una know they understand the handwriting where they play. The name Igbo is only separated from you because they want to get you down. Today, look at the waiting that they do for Okuama. Okuama has been abandoned and we don't forget them. We don't forget, say, listen, very soon, don't be surprised, very soon, you go here say they don't change that Okuama name to one kind name. They go give them one kind name. Maybe they go tell you, say they want develop and build one structure there. They will change the name. It will not be Okuama again. That is why they want you out of that place. Where the headers could not get you out, the military or the headers in uniform, in military and police will come and get you out. Because they are working with everything. Everything. They are in police, they are in army, they are custom, they are air force, they are military. That is why you have police checkpoint, army checkpoint, air force checkpoint, navy checkpoint, everything, military police checkpoint in our land. You know, they ask yourself question. Is it not the same way we are being gagged with their checkpoint that you are being gagged? Common sense. After all they did in Okuama till now, they never give you anything. They never bring any common thing. Common thing. They never give you, say, we don't fight this person. One person, we don't catch him, say, nine be the person, we be the culprit. They don't get any culprit. What did they look for? Remember, initially, I thought to say, if you want kill a dog, give him bad name, you go kill him. This dog na thief. That's the same dog that have been with you for 20 years. You wake up one morning to realize that that same dog has become a thief. All these 20 years, the dog is a thief, but you did not say it. You did not kill the dog. You wake up one morning, this dog will be thief. You cut a neck, come out because you want to kill him. You don't give him bad name. That is what they are doing you. That is what they are doing to our people. And until we wake up and understand, say, this thing no be only your fight, this thing no be only my fight. When you follow the people that tell you they are fighting for you, ask yourself, are they truly fighting for you? Are they truly fighting for you? This is the question you should ask yourself. Those people you have followed all this while, what have they done for you? What are they doing? What are their plans for you? You follow Nigeria, no plan for you. You still follow some miscreant, no plan for you, and you are mumuli following them. You never reach time where you go wake up and advise yourself. You get one music, I think I've forgotten his name. He said, if nobody encourage you, encourage yourself. Yeah, encourage yourself. If nobody tell you, tell yourself. Chico Frank, you can donate your money. Go to www.mandate new dimension mandate. You go there, you donate your money. New dimension mandate. Even if you type new dimension mandate in the Google, it will come out. New dimension mandate. New dimension mandate. If you just type new dimension mandate, you go see them. You go see them there. Yeah. You type new dimension mandate, you go see them. Okay. I will show you. I'm coming. Where is this? So you go to Google, you just type new dimension mandate. Is it here? Look at it. New dimension mandate. This is what it will give you. See it? If you scroll down, you see you will even see phone number there. You can call the phone to ask of any information you want, anything you want. Okay? That is it. It's just that simple. Very, very simple. You scroll down. You can make your donation. You can volunteer. Join our fundraising. Anyone you want. Click and you get anything you need there. Everything is inside there. All these are the pictures of when the DPM went to Korea last year. So all of them are there. So this is the website, New Dimension Mandate. Okay. So we continue. Like I said, Okuama, after 1 year, nothing to talk about Okuama. Okuama has been forgotten. The people of Okuama, nobody is saying anything. Hey, Divine Precious and Kanyage, how you did? Your soldiers no agree make you move this time. Or I hope you are good. They will. So Okuama, after 1 year, nothing. They have been abandoned. Nobody is saying anything about it. Nobody is asking question about it. Nobody. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then nothing and then nothing. And not so it be. Because not so Nigeria be. This is Nigeria for you. This is the Nigeria for you. Now, I want you to see this. I beg, if you want to join the conversation, you let me know, so I will give you a link. Here. Come here. I want you to see this. Look at what El-Rufai said. El-Rufai said boldly, El-Rufai said, I am pained we supported Tinubu despite his cocaine certificate forgery scandal. El-Rufai, his cocaine fraud certificate forgery scandal. They know. I want you to understand what these people are doing. When you think that Nigeria is a place for you, imagine a country where they know that this person is a cocaine dealer, The certificate is forged. Money laundering is there. America is waiting to put him in prison. He avert all of them. And they voted him into power because they have one common goal to achieve. Waiting the one achieve. Funani, Funani. And today, like you can see, Peter Obi has become the Funani to see if he will fit into the shoe of Funani Funani ticket. In case for those of us that no understand what P2B they do, because the truth is that now Nigeria has become a Funani or Islamic country. So for you to get power, you must bow and become Islam. So when you see Peter be turning himself into Islamic personnel or person, make you understand what in they play. Now waiting in they play because say now waiting in go do because they want power. Now I want you to ask yourself, somebody that is not condemning the Funani attack, the headers attack, this one, to his people. And his people are mumuli, eruli, okokoli, nkakuli, supporting that he should come and be their leader. What do you think he will do for you when he come into power? Wetin you think say he go give you when he come into power? Now, very simple question wey me I ask you. Because if somebody wash you, the same people wey dey support to come dey enter your land with cow in the name of cow, they do all manner of evil in your land. He no condemn them. He no even come to cry with you, make he remain to condemn them. You think say na when he become oga of oga, na me go come stand for you. Some people say like Dele Faro to me said that if Peter Obi become, he will change the constitution. The same Peter Obi that I have vowed. Faro to me, Dele Faro to me, an educated son, a lawyer that I respect him so much. He's a Yoruba man. I respect him, and so many people do respect him. Until he begin to follow Peter Obi. Until he begin to tell people. And this is the same Dele Faro to me that came out and tell us that Nigeria is not about, that the problem of Nigeria is not about personal changes. It's about removing Nigeria, wiping out Nigeria. Today, he come back and tell you that Peter Obi have a vision. He's a young man with a vision. He will amend the constitution. But Dele Faro to me, you've forgotten that Peter Obi stood in the altar of Islamic altar in the north and vowed that he is, if you make him the president of that country, he would defend the Nigerian constitution with all his blood. Una know they hear him, una know they see him. We they see things who go pretend those things no they exist or the things no be true. But that one no go stop those things from happening. Not true be those things. Nigeria will never, ever become a country because Nigeria was never designed to be a country. Nigeria was never designed or meant to be a country. This is what so many people don't understand. Some people don't understand them. That is why when you see them working and planning and hoping we are going to make Nigeria, we are going to build Nigeria, blah, 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 you go look, you go see, say, these people, when they talk all this is, are they okay? Are they okay? Because if they okay, you go understand, say, what in they do no enter. Now look at this. Look at this EU criminal Onyoshi. Look at him. Enugu governor Mbas tax force officially shoot at traders in market, injure elderly women, destroy goods. This is the kind of news you will be getting. If I have time to say make we dey look Nigerian news, na evil, evil, evil you go dey see. Nothing good. Nothing good, not even anything good comes from Nigeria. Nigeria na a place that they have decided that they will turn everything to evil, like it or leave it. This is what they know how to do. This is what they take pleasure in doing. It is sweet them for belly when they do this evil.
On Thursday, February 13, 2025, at approximately 4 a.m., the village of Maiba in the Democratic Republic of Congo was surrounded by gunmen from the ADF, an Islamic terror group with ties to ISIS. In 2 separate attacks that day, the terrorists came hunting for Christians in the village, abducting 70 people, men, women, children, and the elderly, and forcibly marching their terrified captives to another nearby village called Kasanga. They tied their hands behind their backs and led them to a church in the village, brought them into the sanctuary, and beheaded them. How can this be? Beyond the sheer horror of this brutality, the desecration of a church, the monstrous cruelty, what is truly shocking is that no one in the world seems to care. Where is the outcry? Where are the headlines? Where's the media, the governments, the religious leaders? Where are the Christian leaders crying out for their flock? The terrorists didn't just murder their Christian victims. They took them to a church to behead them there, to send a very clear symbolic message that this was an act of religious war, jihad. This is not an isolated incident. There is a continent-wide religious war being waged against Christians in Africa. Each year, thousands of Christians are murdered, raped, kidnapped, and beheaded for their faith, burned inside their churches across the continent. The extent of the threat is massive. Security researchers have described the continent as an emerging global epicenter of terrorism. The European Union Institute for Security Studies has estimated that more than half of all conflict violence targeting civilians in Africa arises from Salafi jihadist terror groups. A report by the American Enterprise Institute finds Salafi jihadi groups linked to Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State are spreading and strengthening in Africa, and that these groups will grow more lethal over time as they develop military and non-military capabilities and gain access to resources and opportunities that will drive an increased transnational terror threat as they mature. According to the development organization Aid to the Church in Need, across Africa, from sub-Saharan Africa to East Africa, there are at least a couple dozen terrorist organizations that have as their ambition to install caliphates in their territories. According to the Hudson Institute, the common denominator to the attacks against Christians in Africa is radical Islamist ideology, which infects individual Muslims, local mosques and villages, and coalesces into terrorist organizations. And menacingly, small organizations eventually find their way into global Islamist networks. The scale of the threat can already be measured. The Global Terrorism Index gives a composite measure of terror activity in the country, weighted over 5 years and made up of incidents, fatalities, injuries, and property damage. It ranks countries ranging from Mali to Nigeria, Niger, Chad, the DRC, Kenya, and Mozambique as greater terrorism threats than the traditional staples of Yemen, Iraq, Iran, Egypt, and Pakistan. According to the Global Terrorism Index, in recent years, the majority of all terrorism deaths globally occurs in sub-Saharan Africa. What this means is that African Christians are experiencing the brutality of an October 7 all the time, and no one seems to care. I have not heard any global or African Christian leaders taking up this cause. Where is the South African Council of Churches, the World Council of Churches? Where are you? Don't you care? The South African government doesn't seem to care. The African Union doesn't care. The United Nations doesn't care. Just last week, I received an international delegation of senior religious leaders driving the agenda of faith communities for this year's G20 meeting in South Africa. I told the delegation that this issue of the jihadi war waged by Islamic terror groups across Africa must be top of the G20 agenda, especially since it is being hosted in Africa. They were uncomfortable with this, preferring to highlight what they called issues of social cohesion or religiously inspired violence. I said to them that unless we can call this threat by its name, a continent-wide jihad, Christians will continue to be persecuted and butchered. This denial and moral obfuscation must end. I'm a rabbi. Why am I the only one who is raising the plight of Christians in Africa? But I cannot watch the carnage and stand by and do nothing. I cannot do this alone. That is why I'm turning to you, to everyone who is listening to this. Now, go speak to your pastors, priests, and church leaders. This must be the subject of sermons this coming Sunday in every church across South Africa, across Africa, and across the world. Call, write, implore your leaders to act, to talk about this issue in church, to take it up with politicians. If you need more information, contact me and I will link you with experts and research in this field. If you're in the United States or the rest of the world, contact your senator, your congressman. If you're in South Africa, speak to members of parliament, write to the president. We must all act. We must raise our voices. We cannot sit by passively and allow this carnage to continue. The jihadi war against Christians in Africa must end. By mobilizing support from church leaders and politicians across the world, we can stop it. In the book of Genesis, when God confronted Cain about the murder of Abel, Cain responded, "Am I my brother's keeper?" And God said to him, "What have you done? The blood of your brother cries out to me from the ground." Right now, the blood of our brothers and sisters in Africa cries out from the ground. We cannot answer as Cain did. We cannot stand idly by. As the book of Leviticus commands, do not stand idly by the blood of your neighbor. We must act now to stop this brutality.
I hope it is clear. He made a statement. Go back. If you are a Christian, go and tell your pastor to begin to talk about the persecution. If you are in South Africa, if you are in Africa, if you are in Nigeria, if you are in Biafra land, if you are in Nigeria, if you are anywhere, tell Kumuyi to begin to preach. This is what he's saying, that they should be the preaching in the churches. No, but they go buy your pastor, burn your church. The general of here, redeem will come and they preach how to overcome demons. What about those demons are burning your church? You don't talk about them. When we talk, you say we condemn Christianity. It's not Christianity. I am condemning the act of Christians. Do you hear what the man is telling you? Him too, like Christian, him too, probably a reverend. How can our people be murdered in number, by the number? Christians. Even the other one in, was it in January or February? We saw the Lord chosen where they were pied in number in the church. The Lord chosen Pastor Muoka did not preach against it. He did not condemn it in the public. How do you want the people doing it to know that you are not angry about it? How do you want them to know that you don't? Because when they come by you for your church, you know the talk. You know what it is. When somebody enter your house, you have 10 children. He come for your face, krokoro, buy one, use a chopping meat to raw self. You they laugh, they watch your TV, they drink it, they watch your football. You look at like this. You say, no, go on. That is his word. But if he enter, say, stop. Even if you know if he stop, you shout. People go hear your voice. But this one in Nigeria, in Biafra land, no way. You see Adeboye, you see Lord Chosen, you see Paul Eneshe, you see Suleiman, all of them are busy preaching how to make money, how to be a good one, how to go to heaven. How can you go to heaven when you are not alive? Or is it that these people have to kill us for we to go to heaven? Miracle, how to talk to Holy Ghost. Which Holy Ghost are you talking to? When somebody they come out your head every day, they burn your churches. Where is that your Holy Ghost to stop them? God did not ask you to go and teach people how to communicate with the Holy Ghost when your enemies are at door. God never sent you to go and pray when your enemies are at door. God is go and take over. Overtake them. Destroy them. Our own is different. I don't even know where we are getting the kind of God we are serving. Is it the same God we read about in the Bible, or is it a different God? That's what me, I don't even know. That is what me, I don't even understand. Is it the same God that we know, we read about in the Bible, or is it another God? Which God be that? Where would they talk about? Which God be that? Which God? Nine be that one. Is it the same God with the Bible? Nine Adeboye they teach you where you no go condemn evil. Look at the waiting they go on in Yoruba land. Every day they buy people, they buy here. You know they condemn them. Is they comfortable because you know they rich in family. After all, in children they use AK-47 protect themselves with about 4 or 5 army or mobile policemen. So you know concern them. What about your members that are contributing that money you use to buy AK for those that are guarding your children? What about them? Every day we come, we go shout, shout, shout. You go say they condemn Christian. I'm not condemning Christian. You go say I'm not, I'm a Christian. I am a Christian. I will never condemn. There is God, in case you don't know. There is a living God. And this God is the God I know. That is that same God that asked David, that said that David is apple of his eye. That said that David, you should go and don't allow anybody to stand on your head. Anybody that try to take advantage of you, cut in head, come out. God talk him. God is saying, be jealous, God. God say him be God of war. Now him talk. You know, saying be God of coward. He say, I am a God of war. I am the God of war. Now him be the God, not a God. The God of war. Now him be this God. Where Pastor Adeboye the serve. Where Pastor Paul Eneshe the serve. Where Pastor Oyakilome the serve. Where Pastor Muoka the serve. Where Pastor Suleiman. All of them. Is he not the same pastor? Is he not the same God? Why is your own different? Why can't you stand up and do the same thing that the children of God did in the time past? You go carry Bible, come they read for me, catch them, do them this one, catch them, preach them. Who is the third one? Tell me the truth about the God we are serving. No, you will not do that one. Yesterday, I learned that Coca. You know, when you hear our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu condemn people, I don't know if I can find the video or the news. When you see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Bishop Coca, let me see if I can see him. Bishop Coca. I don't know if it is C or Bishop Coca. In Aso Rock. So I learned that uh-huh. Tinubu hold close meeting with the Catholic bishops. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm right. They were in Aso Rock. After, hold on, let me see if I can see. Okay, now, they were in Aso. I think we should go to that before we come to this. After they have found out that Trump know they smile with them. Trump know they look their face. Trump, they ready to crush Nigeria for doing evil, for standing on the wrong side, for deceiving people, for lying to people, for telling people that there is hope when there is no hope, for lying to people, telling people that we are your government when they are not your government. That is what Trump has come to destroy. Every evil where you they do yesterday, Trump don't come and say Ingo crush him. So immediately that conference in that was done in United States of America against the killing of Christians or jihad against the Christians in Nigeria. Tinubu called this man. I have not listened to the video, but let us just listen together.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Fast NG Bishop Conference of Nigeria CBCN at the presidential.
No, this is not the one I want. I want the place. Hold on. I want the place where, hold on. Let's see Channels News. All right, let's see Channels News. So Tinubu called them to Aso Rock. Tinubu called these people to Aso Rock. The question is this: why should they go to Aso Rock to answer Tinubu? You go to the Aso Rock, you did not discuss that Tinubu should stop the killing by the herders. No, those ones are not the matter. What did you go to discuss? The way forward. What is the way forward? If you do not discuss and you don't want to stop this thing the Fulani herders are doing every day, you think it is not wise to discuss, but it is wise to discuss. We need one Nigeria. We have peace. We need peace. Blah, 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 blah. We are working hard. What has working hard to improve the economy got to do with the Fulani people? In the mud. Let's listen to the video anyway.
We sincerely thank you for granting us this audience. We had previously sought an opportunity to meet with you last year, but for some reason did not receive a formal response from the relevant office. Nevertheless, we are deeply grateful that you have made time to welcome us today. Your Excellency may recall our meeting with you at the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria ahead of the 2023 elections. That encounter provided an opportunity for us to hear your perspectives and share our vision for our beloved country. Today, we are here to congratulate you and encourage you in your efforts to reposition our nation and to share some areas of concern in pursuit of the common good of our people. We acknowledge your efforts in building up our nation and recognize the significant challenges these endeavors have presented. The removal of fuel subsidy in particular has caused considerable hardship a reality of which you are undoubtedly aware. We also take note of your initiative in the tax reforms, which in the long run, we hope, will generate more resources for advancing the common good. We earnestly pray that at both national and subnational levels, adequate checks and balances will be instituted to curtail waste and promote prudent stewardship of our nation's resources. Sir, you are more aware than we are of the grave threat that insecurity poses to our nation. It has regrettably become a persistent scourge in our land. While we acknowledge the efforts of our security agencies, we cannot ignore the increasing resort to self-help measures by citizens who have seen their lives, property, and livelihoods devastated. Nigerians feel almost entirely helpless as a ragtag army of murderers continues to threaten the very fabric of their existence. We earnestly seek your assurance to rekindle hope and inspire confidence in the hearts of our people. Your government's policy mantra is anchored on the principles of renewed hope. In this regard, we are pleased to inform you that the Holy Father, Pope Francis, has declared this year as the Year of Hope, the Jubilee Year of Hope, a theme we adopted for our conference. We came with the final fruits of our deliberations and we share them with you. Mr. President, during our interaction 2 years ago, we raised serious concerns, one of which is on education, particularly the fate of mission schools taken over by the military. You shared how, as governor of Lagos State, you implemented their return. We urge you to extend this initiative nationwide and establish a committee to enhance collaboration in the education sector, especially at the foundational level. The future of our nation is at risk if education is not entrusted to capable hands. The escalating violence, particularly in northern Nigeria, underscores the devastating impact on millions of out-of-school children. In line with our long-standing commitment to education, Your Excellency, the Catholic Church established Veritas University in Buhari. We are pleased to inform you that the Medical and Dental Council has approved our application for a College of Medicine. True to our tradition, we remain committed to keeping our fees affordable for many families, despite the significant challenges this entails. In the light of this, we humbly appeal to your support, to enable us to contribute meaningfully to the advancement of medical education and healthcare in our nation. Strengthening this sector will not only benefit the Church, but also serve the greater good of all Nigerians. There is an urgent need for a clear and balanced approach to the role of religion in our country. Despite the constitutional provisions that imply a secular framework, Nigeria remains a nation of conflicting moral claims, lacking a well-defined vision for how religion can serve as a force for moral integrity and patriotic unity. In many northern states, the rise of morality enforcement groups, notably the Hisbah, has created serious concerns. While the promotion of moral values is essential, these groups have often engaged in acts of harassment and intimidation, particularly targeting innocent Christians and even Muslims who seek to exercise their fundamental freedoms. The enforcement of a strict interpretation of Islamic morality, influenced by the Wahhabi ideology, threatens social harmony and poses a significant challenge to community cohesion. Efforts should be made to ensure that religious practice in Nigeria fosters unity rather than division. Your Excellency, given the limited resources available, we believe that the federal and state government should allow religious groups to take full responsibility for organizing pilgrimages. In their current structure, the national and state pilgrims boards serve neither their adherents nor the broader interest of the nation. You undoubtedly are aware of the instances of corruption that have led to the removal of some board executives. To ensure greater efficiency and accountability, we propose that public funds be redirected towards pressing national needs. We appeal to Your Excellency to direct the Ministers of Education and Health to ensure equitable access to land for places of worship for both Christians and Muslims across the country without delay. Mr. President, we once more express our gratitude for this audience and for your willingness to engage with us on these critical matters affecting our nation. We assure you of our continued prayers and collaboration for the good of our beloved country. As we conclude, we invoke God's abundant blessings upon you, your family, and all who serve in your government. May the Almighty God grant you wisdom, courage, and strength to lead with justice and compassion. May He guide your efforts towards peace, unity, and prosperity for all Nigerians. And may His divine hand steer our nation towards a future in which our hope for a flourishing, peaceful, and united Nigeria will become real.
Llévate 100 euros de regalo para darte ese capricho al contratar tu seguro de coche desde solo 180 euros al año con Berti. Clica aquí.
Guide your efforts towards peace.
From the lessons of the past to really navigate today and move forward. I met you when I was contesting, and by the grace of God, with your support and prayer, I'm today the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, a great country in the continent of Africa. I could see what you are saying, but without us building an investment as citizens and leaders of the society, there's no way we can build a nation. Citizenship by investment, and this is what you are preaching. Yes, the fuel subsidy was hard, tough for me, but this is a hard choice that Nigeria must face if we are not going to bankrupt our country, force disintegration and indebtedness, but the future of our children yet unborn. We were spending their investment. We are spending their rights. And poverty has no religious basis. It has no religious connotation, no identity. It affects all. And we must fight it together. I've been a good example as the governor of Lagos State. I've returned all the religious mission schools. Well,
Are you there? Are you there? The fools in robe are clapping for him, for telling them that this is not about Christian. It's not about Christianity. It's about investment to build our nation. You all should come and invest to build our nation. That this is not about Christianity. All of us are suffering the same thing. Headers are buying everybody. Tell you it's not about you, it's about even me. And then they clap for them. These are the same people that will come and sit or stand in the pulpit and tell you to pray. But they will lay hands on you, right? They are laying curses on you all. Are you getting the message? So that when you hear me, they talk about these people in the name of men of God, you will understand that they are not men of God. They have become gods of men. They are not men of God. They are gods of men. Did you hear that? And they clap for him. After all the long reading, even if epistle of John or epistle of Mark or Luke, a person, after all the useless thing they read, they tell them, say, this thing you are reading here is not about it. The truth is that you need to invest to build the country so we'll get a better country. Coming to insecurity, you don't talk about insecurity. Everybody is passing through insecurity. It's not about Christian. And they clap for him. Fools everywhere. That is it. Listen again. Listen.
We must fight it together. And poverty has no religious basis. It has no religious connotation, no identity. It affects all. And we must fight it together. I've been a good example as the governor of Lagos State. I've returned all the religious mission schools. When we look at the possibility of a committee, because when you look at the constitutional democracy, it is tough for its twists and turns. Where are those schools being? No, they are in the hand of the state government, subnationals. They are not federal institutions. It's just pretentious, caliber designation when you say this is a federal school. It's a Nigerian school. We have to be more dedicated as citizens. We have to invest in ourselves. I'm glad you mentioned the tax reform. That's part of the investment opportunity. Citizens must be able to build their nation. This insecurity, everyone is affected. Christian, Muslim alike. And I have no religious behind. But, I won't be a bigot. My wife is a pastor of Redeemed Christian Church, Faith. But we have to think of our country.
Are you getting the message? Don't even talk about this insecurity of Christians, or Christian massacre or killing, or religious war against Christianity. It is not true. After all, my wife is a Christian. We are all suffering it. Are you getting the message? Don't you, instead they talk of how to build Nigeria. This is what he's telling you. Will you not be alive to build the same Nigeria he's asking you to build? Fools. I hope we are getting the message. I hope we they get the message. If they sink into our head. You went to Aso Rock. Listen, I want to ask a question. Do you need to go to Aso Rock to speak to Tinubu to do the right thing? Why don't you people speak from your pulpit if you mean it? They do not speak from their pulpit. They want to speak to Tinubu. Are you telling me how many of them, there are more than 40 of them that are seated here in white robe as if they are going to heaven? All of them, if you tell anyone to die now, he go tell you, God forbid, he no one die. And they will tell you, if you die, you go heaven. Fools everywhere. And now, all of them here, none of them will dare stand on their pulpit and say that this Fulani headers attack is okay. Tinubu call them to order. Tinubu stop this Fulani menace. They no go fit do am. I tell you. Adeboye no go do am. All of them, when you see that, they no go do am. Highest thing they will do, they go tell you they want to go and see Tinubu to talk about it. Do you need to see Tinubu to talk about it? That is the question. If you don't need to see Tinubu to talk about it, why do you need to go there? What do you go do for Aso Rock? Useless things where they perambulate around.
As if this country must develop, must go beyond myopic beliefs, must stand beyond religious bigotry. And I'm here, open to you, ready to listen. People that are elder of the Catholic faith are here. We've been together for some time. We still have an open door policy. I will not shut my doors. I will be ready to help. We will set up the committee to, as you suggested. And if you have recommendations, please give us. I've not been able to set that up instantly. Now,
I want you to observe something. I don't know if you observe something. Now, ask yourself, if these people come to meet him and they have read out something to him, how many did the answers to what they read out in the phone or in the paper that this man is looking at? Do you notice that Tinubu is looking at something, maybe a tablet or a phone or a paper, to answer them? How did the answer to their questions or their demand get written down? That is the question you should be asking yourself. I don't know whether somebody they get me. These people come Aso Rock, come read out something for Tinubu. After they don't read the finish, Tinubu responding to them. The answers where Tinubu they respond to them, there for paper or for somewhere, written down somewhere. And they look the thing to answer them. The question is this: who they deceive? For those who believe, say they get a country. Okay. Uncle Jerry said that money they got. But of course, na money they won't go collect money. If they go now, they go give them bags. They go Ghana must go or brown envelope. Thick, fat brown envelope. That is what they went there for. And then you will ask yourself, now Roman Catholic bishops or cardinals, I don't know the one with it, they are all Roman Catholics. They know they marry. They know they get children. Wetin they want take all the money where they accumulate it to? Those who want to be fooled will always be fooled. If you don't seek for your nation, Biafra, your own is gone.
We've established state loan fund to help the poor and ensure that our children are not left behind because of tuition fee and all of that. Thank you for what the degree of investment in education that you have been Catholic, faith has been making in education, and we credit that, and we will find a way. Although the student loan is not extended to private institutions, we'll find a way to see whichever way we can help your medical school. It's a great commitment to humanity. We need it. Healthcare is a necessity, it's a must, it's the right of citizenry, and we must protect our people. On the question of pilgrimage, we take.
I think it's about the insecurity that I wanted us to listen to, and we heard that. Now, quickly, make we hear this one. Let's listen to this.
This is a global problem. It plagues a number of countries, but some more than others. Among those at the top of the list is Nigeria. Nigeria is Africa's most populous nation. It used to be Africa's biggest economy as well, but it has now slipped to 4th place. This slide is often linked to President Bola Tinubu, his economic policies and his reputation for corruption. Tinubu recently featured on a list, the list of the most corrupt leaders in the world. The winner was former Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. He was followed by Kenya's William Ruto. But Tinubu made the top 5. Now, I must clarify here that these rankings were sourced from the public. There wasn't a scientific formula involved. It was about public perception. And Tinubu is perceived to be extremely corrupt. So is his government. There are a number of reasons for this. Let me show you some of the latest examples, starting with the government. Nigeria has an anti-corruption agency. It is called the EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. This is Nigeria's watchdog. Its job is to tackle corruption, and technically they are doing that, but at home. Let's show you today's major headline. The EFCC has detained 10 of its own over some missing items. This statement was put out by the agency. You'll notice that they said some operational items could not be accounted for. Okay, that sounds like some missing equipment. But then the Nigerian press dug a little deeper, and it turns out that the operational items were jewelry and cash worth $350,000 to $400,000. What operations were they pulling off with all that jewelry? 10 EFCC officers were detained in Lagos. They are apparently answering questions. That is all that the commission has revealed. They haven't told the public who the corrupt officers are. I know it's innocent until proven guilty, but the very same commission usually does not follow this. They happily share the names of under trials, but suddenly the agency is shy about revealing the names of its own officers. And this has been quite a bad week for them. They were forced to make another announcement on Monday, telling the people that 27 other officers had been dismissed for fraudulent activities and misconduct. This is not a great look for Nigeria's anti-graft watchdog, and definitely not a good look for the Tinubu government. Bola Tinubu is 72 years old. He's been around for a while. He's a seasoned politician. So as you would expect, he has been linked to a number of scandals over the decades. One of the worst involved drug dealing. Tinubu allegedly held money from drug trafficking in his accounts. This was according to the US Justice Department. Tinubu, of course, never accepted the charges, but he did pay out a settlement worth $460,000. Now, these charges are old. No final verdict was reached. So let's put them aside for now. After all, people can supposedly change. So what has Tinubu been up to recently since he became president? Well, he was caught up in a fake diploma scandal for a while. There were allegedly some errors in his college certificate. Okay, mistakes happen, moving on. Then there was a major scandal involving a highway. Tinubu issued a $13 billion government contract to a company co-owned by his son. Tinubu is quite the caring father, apparently, but alas, most people do not see it that way. That is why he made it to the top 5 in the Corrupt Person of the Year award. The perception is quite prevalent, and reports say that he is quite vexed. He's even hired American lobbyists to clean up his image. He's reportedly paying them $2.7 million, though I wonder, is he paying from his own pocket or Nigeria's treasury? I suppose we'll find out eventually.
That is the news. I think if I will go into the other news, I don't think we will be able to finish up. But the truth is this: Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger don't snub Nigeria again and the ECOWAS, even after they reach them out again to tell them, come back, let us build ECOWAS. They tell them, say, na lie, we no want ECOWAS. We want our own. And they are now quite on their own. I think these three nations or four of them, I think either four or three of them, they are now a nation. They are now on their own. They are now minding their own business. They say, don't disturb us. Don't call us. Don't ask us. You stay your own alliance with your own people. We are in our own alliance with our own people. Excuse me. So when you listen to waiting Tinubu talk, if you listen to waiting Tinubu talk, you go understand that Nigeria has nothing for you. And there has been a time, or there was a time, when Tinubu told you that there is nothing I can do. I know that people are going through pains, through sorrow, through sufferings. There is nothing I can do about it. It is like that. And that is what it is. Whether you like it or whether you don't like it, the truth remains that this thing you say you call Nigeria, you know they exist. This thing where you call Nigeria, it is not existing and it will never exist. Now those who want deceive themselves go tell you say Nigeria is their own country. They tell you say Nigeria the work. The only people that will tell you that Nigeria is working and the way you look at them is working for them are those that are criminal minded people or those that are involved, either mostly criminal politicians. Nigeria politicians are the most favored of this evil and whatever that is happening. So I want us all to understand that this Biafra we are talking about is our own Biafra, is our own nation. Nigeria is a lie. Anyhow you want to see it, see it. But the truth remains that Nigeria is a lie, and Nigeria will always remain a lie, like it or not. I have to end this program so that I will go and attend. So some other things we will come back in the afternoon. Maybe we will go to space this afternoon. And our PM's birthday is coming up on the Friday. He's going to clock 40 years old. And I want us to know that we all have to celebrate him. I believe the government is trying to put up something together so that we will celebrate our PM together. I believe. I know till you say that they do. I believe. Because if they don't do them, they go do them. If they no do them, they go do them. You understand? So Biafrans, I will say, for now, I will say thank you so much for being you say Biafra. Yes, of course, Olusegun God, Biafra will bring an end. Because in Europe, you cannot see this kind of religion or the practice in Nigeria or anywhere. No. In America, you do not. No matter what you do not practice such a thing. You know the work, you know the happen. This is why we must continue. We have no choice but to continue, because the day we say we no go continue, our own don't finish. We must continue to fight, because that is the only thing we have. That is our power. That is our strength. That is the only choice left for me and for you. Thank you for watching all. And I must say bye for now.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen.